a spherical arm robot. Robot berbentuk spherical, okay? So for this spherical arm, we have three joint also. Oh. Okay. Okay. Welcome back, Dora Malina.
Okay, Doctor.
Okay. Okay. For this spherical arm, there are two joints, which is theta 1 and theta 2. And the third joint, which is moving, is D3. So robot can turn to the left and to the right. It can move up and down, and it can move forward and backward. So this is a linear joint, like this, the movement of this joint. It boleh jadi, it can become short and long on this part, okay? So this is the moving joint. So if the px and py is given here, the pz, px and py, okay, sama macam tadi. If we have all this value px, py and pz, please find what is the value for theta 1, theta 2 and d3. So we have three things we need to find. Okay. So we want to find our theta 1, theta 2 and d3, right? Okay. So for the first one, we want to find theta 1. So if you remember, how can we find theta 1? Okay. Macam mana prosedur dia? First, we need to multiply the px with sine 1, py with sine 1, and then we need to either plus or minus, okay? So it depends on the equation. We are trying to minimize the equation, okay? And finally, we will use trigonometry, 7 trigonometry solution. Okay, sekejap Okay. So this is the 7 trigonometry solution. So okay, to do that, it is given the value for px is equal to d3 cos 1 sine 2 plus d2 sine 1. Okay. The value for py is d3 sine 1 sine 2 minus b with d2 cos 1. And d3 is d1 minus by d3 and cos 2. Okay. So to find our theta 1, first we multiply the px with sine 1 and py with cos 1. Okay, sorry. So we just multiply here with sine 1, sine 1, So what will happen? This one will multiply with sine 1. This one will multiply with sine 1. This one will become d2 sine 1 cos power by 2. This one will multiply with cos 1. So cos 1 multiplied by d3 sine 1 sine 2. Here it will become cos 1 multiplied by d2 cos 1. It will become cos 1 power by 2. And this one will become cos 1. Okay, this is the equation here. And you may notice there are some similarities. Okay, so we will call upon Nur Amalina.
Doctor.
Nur Amalina, okay. Do you notice any similarities between these two equations? If I minus this one, minus, so this one become minus, this one become plus. Okay, so if I minus between these two, so what will happen here? Is there any similarities? Ada yang kita boleh potong tak? Can we cut any part of this equation? This one is positive, this one is negative. If we minus this one with this equation, what will happen? Kalau kita tolak equation ni dengan yang ni, apa akan berlaku? Nampak tak? Ataupun ya,
Ada yang sama.
sama kan? If it is the same,
Ya.
it will become 0 kan? Okay, and then we just because this is minus, so so this one is minus, so this one minus with minus it become positive. So kita kena tambah lah kedua-dua ni. If we plus these two equation, we will get d2 s1 powered by 2 plus d2 c1 powered by 2 kan? If we take out the d2 here, we will get s1 powered by 2 cos 1 powered by 2. Okay, can we minimize this equation here? Yang ni sama dengan apa? If we use trigonometry identity, sin 1 powered by 2 plus cos 1 powered by 2 is equal to what, Nur Amalina?
Tak ingat Doctor.
Is equal to 1. Okay, so if you find any sin theta powered by 2 plus cos theta powered by 2, it will always equal to 1. So this one is equal to 1. So we just left with d2 is equal to px sin 1 minus py cos 1. Okay? Okay, Nur Aminah. So now we will have this equation here. So next we want to solve this equation using apa dia? 7 trigonometry solution. Okay, I need your help on this part, Nur Aminah. Okay. Can you find any equation which is similar with this one here? Ada tak? Is this equation similar with this one? Sama tak? Ke tak sama? Tak sama kan? Because it is not the same because this is sin theta 1 px minus py cos 1. So this one is just sin theta. So this one also have cos 1 cos theta. So it's not the same. This one is also not the same because we have this one. So not the same. Not the same. How about this one here? Is it the same? This one is positive cos negative sine equals to 0. This one is negative cos plus positive sign. Dia terbalik This one is negative sign, this one is negative cos. It's not the same. How about this one? This one is positive, this one is negative, it's not the same. This one is not the same, not the same. This one requires two equation. We only have one equation. So all of the trigonometry solution is not available. Tak sesuai. So we need to do some more derivation before we can use this trigonometry equation. Kita kena tambah sikit lagi benda kita kena buat Okay, terima kasih Nur Amalina. Okay, so let's continue to solve this problem. Okay, this is our robot arm. Our robot arm is situated in this position here, and this is the value for Px, Pz, and Py for our robot. Okay, we know this value, right? Kita yang bagi this value Pz and Py ni, kita yang tentukan. We determine this value. So we already know this value. Let's say we use this equation here, B, using Pythagoras equation. Okay, B, if we have this kind of trigonometry, Px, Py, and B is equals to Px powered by 2 plus Py powered by 2. Pythagoras, right? This is Pythagoras theorem. Okay. And next, by using trigonometry equation, if this is our theta, so theta here, I think, sorry, by using a trigonometry equation, this is our theta, we can get the d cos theta, Ps is equal to d cos theta. Okay, so if we change it, it will become like d divided by Ps is equal to cos, not theta but alpha, d minus by Py is equal to cos sine alpha. So what we do is we bring our sine here and our Py here, and we will get this equation here. Okay, now we have these three equations. We will use these three equations to help us to solve the trigonometry problem. Okay. Previously, we already calculated that d2 is equals to Px sine 1 minus Py cos 1. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to put in the value for Px and Py. Px is equal to d cos alpha. Okay. So we just put d2 equals to Px ni kita tukar. So it will become d cos alpha sine theta 1 minus with Py become d sine theta. This is Py cos 1. Okay. Now we have this equation, and we bring the d to the left. D to the left. So we become d2 divided by d is equal to cos alpha sine theta 1 minus by sine alpha cos theta 1. Kita just masukkan kedua-dua value ni. maybe you have a question. What is alpha? Okay. Kita tahu tak nilai alpha tu? Hmm, yes, actually we can find the value for alpha by using this equation here. Okay, so we can use a tangent opposite adjacent. Alpha is equals to px over py. So alpha is equals to inverse tangent px and py, which mean here we already know what is the value of alpha we can find. We already know the value for px and py. So in this case, we already know the value for alpha. We already know the value for d, but the value that we don't know is what is the value for d. We already know the value for d2 also. Sekejap Sekejap. Okay, can you still follow me until this part?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay. So, susah tak?
Doktor,
Yes.
bukan nilai alfa tu kita boleh tengok dekat table tu ke? Kan atas tu nanti ada table kan? Jadi,
Ah,
boleh guna alfa tu ke? Atas lagi.
mana?
Ni. Yang atas tu.
Ni?
Ni. Sini.
Kat mana alpha?
Alfa.
Okay. Sorry. Ni lain. Ini kita reka kita punya value sendiri.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So it's not the same alpha. Thank you for that question. Maybe we should not use alpha, but we use beta. Okay, this is beta. It's different. It's different. Okay, this value is just created from this image here. From this image here, we can say that we know this value here. So this is from Manzi Hong, so a professor from Singapore University. So he did this derivation. Okay, let's continue. We already know the value for D2. We know the value for alpha or beta. Okay, you understand? Okay? But we want to find what is sine theta. What is the theta value? Okay, we don't know. We know the value for D using Pythagoras. Okay, so D is here. Okay, so we get this kind of equation. So this equation we can solve by using trigonal difference formula. Okay, using trigonal difference formula, sine A minus B is equal to sine A multiplied by cos B minus by cos A sine B. Okay, so if we look at this equation that we have here, kita buang balik saya nak bagi mudah. Okay, so if we look at this equation here, what is A? What is the value for A and B? Siapa boleh bantu saya? Siti Hawa lah Siti Hawa pula Okay, what is the value for A and B? From here, so we can see this is sine 1. So this is cos. Okay. So what is the value for sine? This is sine theta 1. So what is the value for A? Bukan, they think just look at this picture here. Just look at here. What is the similarity? A is equal to theta 1. Kan? Ni kan theta 1 kan? How about B? B is so B is equal to dengan tadi untuk A kan? B ni apa pula? Saya susun balik sin theta 1 cos alpha cos theta 1 sin alpha. Okay. Kalau ini ni sama dengan A kan? So theta 1 is equal to A, sama dengan theta 1. B pula sama dengan apa? Alpha. Betul. Okay. So because of that, we can get this equation here. So this equation, we just find the A and B here, and we can minimize it to become this equation here, sine minus AB. So we will get equation sine A is theta 1, so theta 1 minus alpha. So we will get this equation here. Okay, so Siti Hawa, please help me on this part. Which from the trigonometry equation is the same with this one? Mana yang sama? Number 2, this one. So this one is cos, this one is sine kan? Yes, maybe 3 is the same, but we don't have the another equation. Okay, how about 1? How about equation 1? Sama tak? Okay, different, right? So it is the same with the equation 1. So what is the value for theta? Theta is equals to theta sama dengan A. Bukan. Nak dapatkan nilai theta ni dengan yang nilai A dia. So theta ni sama dengan apa kat sini? Okay. So kita buat semula Ini this one is sine theta 1 minus alpha is equals to d2 b, and this one is sine theta equals to a. Okay, yang ni sama dengan ini, betul tak? Yang ni sama dengan ni kan. Theta sama dengan, theta punya tu sama dengan berapa? Sama dengan theta. This one is the same with this one kan? So theta 1 is equal theta is equal to theta 1 minus D. A pula sama dengan apa? Okay, A sama dengan, okay, good, D. So from here, we need to put the value for A inside this equation here. And we put theta inside this equation here. Okay, okay, kita akan buat. So we already get the value. So now we put theta. Theta is equal to theta 1 minus alpha, right? A is equals to D2 divided by D. So we put A here, we put A here, and we put theta here. So theta 1 is equals to so theta 1, we just bring this one to the right, alpha to the right. So we get theta 1 equal to A tangent to D2 over D plus minus 1 minus D2 over D. So maybe we want to change D to Px and Py. So we know that D is equal to Px power by 2 plus Py. So kita ganti je value tu. So kita akan dapat macam ni. So we just put our D here and here. So we'll get this final equation like this. Okay, so we already solved the theta 1. Okay, terima kasih Setiawa. So now we try to solve the next part, which is D3. Kita ada dua lagi Okay, kalau you all ingat balik, if you remember, to solve D, what I need to do is I need to multiply Px powered by 2, Py powered by 2, and either I need to plus or minus these two lah. So I just powered by 2 Px and powered by 2 my Py. Okay, so Px powered by 2 is equals to D3C1S2 plus D2S1. So multiply this one here and here, this one here and here, and we will get this equation here. For Py powered by 2, we do the same thing, D3S1 S2 minus D2S1. We do the multiplication and we will get the answer like this. Okay, now I want someone to help me. Okay. Siapa boleh bantu saya? Siapa belum lagi Nazmi, are you there Nazmi?
Ada.
Okay, good. Saya dah panggil, belum lagi
Belum.
Alright, Nazmi, this is your time to shine. Okay. Okay, Nazmi, can you find anything that we can cut from these two equations?
Saya rasa 2D yang kedua ni sama ke?
This one is the same, right?
Ya, boleh mati kan.
Okay, we can cut this one.
Ya.
How about this one? Yeah, is it the same?
Same betul, same. No.
No, we cannot. This one also we cannot. Okay.
Ya.
So alright. So okay, now what we do, we need to plus this one and this one with this one and this one here. Okay. Um. So if I plus this one, this two here, what I will get is d2 powered by 2 sine 1 powered by 2 plus cos 1 powered by 2. Can I ni? Can I cut this one? Boleh tak?
Jadi satu tu.
Yes, it become 1. So we have only d. How about this equation here? If I do take out d3 powered by 2 and s2 powered by 2, I will have c1 powered by 2 plus s1 powered by 2. Betul tak? Untuk equation yang ni. So
Betul tu.
saya boleh cut juga
Boleh lah.
Okay. So finally, I will have an equation which is d2 powered by 2 plus d3 powered by 2 s2 powered by 2 is equal to px powered by 2 plus py powered by 2. Okay. So next, I have this equation here. Which is b1 Ni dia susah sikit b1. Okay. So I have another equation here. So I want to plus another one with pz, right? So here I will have d1 minus d3 c2 powered by 2 is equal to pz powered by 2. So the final equation will become or I can bring d1, I can bring pz to the left, and this one will become plus d3 c2. So d3 c2 powered by 2 and pz powered by 2. Okay. So now I will have an equation which is similar to this one here. Okay. Now what I do is I plus the px py here plus with d1 minus pz2. Okay. Saya tambahkan yang ni dengan yang ni. So apa yang saya kena buat, saya kena tambah keseluruhan ni dengan keseluruhan yang ni. Okay. Bila saya tambah, when I add everything, I can cut all of this, and finally I will get the final equation that I will get is d2 powered by 2 d3 powered by 2 is equal to px2 plus py2 plus d1 minus pz2. Okay, how did I do that? Okay, kita just masukkan dia tadi d3 powered by 2 c2 powered by 2, kita kena masukkan di sini ya. Sorry kalau pening sikit. Okay, tadi kita ingat kita ada this equation kan, d2 powered by 2 plus d3 powered by 2 sin 2 powered by 2 px sama dengan px2 py2. If we plus this one with this equation here, we will get d1 minus pz all by 2. And on the left, we need to plus with this one, which is d3 4 by 2 cos 2. Okay. And we will find the same thing again. Apa? Nazmi tadi? Sama Nazmi? So
Okay,
d2 4 by 2. Okay. d3 4 by 2 is sin 2 4 by 2 cos 2 4 by 2. So ni sama dengan 1. If this one will become px2 py2 minus d1 pz 4 by 2. Okay. Okay. So what we want here is we only want to get the d3. Kita nak cari d3. Okay, d3 here. We want to find the d3. So we just let the d3 on the left and bring everything to the right. So d2 will go to the right. So we get d2 4 by 2 plus px plus py by 2 minus d1 minus plus d1 minus pz 4 by 2. Because d3 is 4 by 2, we just bring this one to the right. And we can solve d3. Okay. Okay. So finally, we can get the equation for theta 1, d3. And for the final one, we want to find the theta 2. So how can we find the theta 2? Okay, in this equation, we can already get px, py, pz, d1. We can already find theta 1 and d3. The only thing we cannot calculate is theta 2. So how can we find the theta 2? Okay. So using this equation here, okay, which is d1 minus d3 c2 pz, we can already get d1. We can already calculate d3. We already know pz, but we still don't know how to get the theta 2 for c, which is cos theta 2. So we bring cos 2 here and everything here to the right. So what will happen? It will become pz minus d1, okay, equals to d3 negative. We will bring the d3 to the right. So c2 pz d1 over over d3. Okay. So ini salah sikit negative. So we just change this one to positive by multiplying negative and negative here. So we will get d1 negative pz is equals to d3 c2. Okay. So now I need your help, Nazmi. So our new equation is pz minus new equation is d1 minus pz over d3 is equal to c2. So which equation in this 7 trigonometric is the same? Okay, Nazmi ada lagi? Nazmi?
Ya dah.
Okay, mana satu equation yang sama?
Maybe
What equation 1? Is it the same? Sin theta. This is cos theta 2. Sama tak? Tak sama kan?
Tak.
Because this is sine. How about this one? Cos theta equal to B. Sama tak?
Maybe.
Same right?
Same.
Cos theta equals to B. So what is the value for theta? Theta sama dengan
Kita sama dengan C2.
studio or theta tu lah
Kita tu.
Okay. B sama dengan
B1 minus P2 over 3.
PZ ni. PZ over
PZ. PZ. Itu je.
Okay, good. So we put this value, we already know this value, so we just put all of this here. So it will become theta is equals to theta 2. So theta 2 equals to A tangent 2 plus minus 1 minus B. B is equals to this one. So minus D PZ over B3. Everything is 4 by 2 and comma D minus PZ over D3. Okay. So this is our answer for theta 2. So finally, we can solve all of the theta. We can get theta 1, D3 and theta 2. Therefore, we can solve the trigonometry for this robot. A spherical arm trigonometry. Okay. So I think that's all for today for the spherical arm. Do you have any question? Okay, kalau masuk final boleh buat tak?
InsyaAllah. InsyaAllah.
Boleh kan?
InsyaAllah ada.
Yeah. I think
Ada tu.
yeah. Maybe you should try 2 or 3 times before, avoid doing mistake. Sekarang pun open book kan. Okay, so that is how you derive the equation for inverse kinematics. Yeah. Okay, I hope you all can do it. Okay, alright. So